Yo, people of the podcast world, what's going on out there? It's your boy, DJ Earthquake. I got Dr. Fem Dizzle with me.
Hey, my mansion sit on 40 acres. Who the neighbors? Kobe Bryant from the Lakers. Now that's paper. My mansion sit on 40 acres. Who the neighbors? Who? Kobe Bryant from the Lakers.
Now that's paper.
Hey, Kobe Bryant from the Lakers.
Now that's paper.
I said Kobe Bryant from the Lakers.
Now that's paper.
Kobe Bryant from the Lakers.
Oh my God.
Mamba, man. Miss you, dog.
I got y'all on the moon with me.
Giving the people. To this day. To this day.
Bronx Bomber.
To this day.
Bronx Bomber.
To this day. Giving them what they want to this day.
Black History Month, baby.
Yo, I'm sad, man.
So
I know we're going to get in. I'm hurt, bro.
Yeah, Mitty is at work on his way home, so hopefully maybe he can call in.
Hopefully
before we
LA traffic, man.
Yeah, before we conclude the pod. I know the LA traffic's going to be even crazier because of Kobe, but nevertheless,
is it at Staples Center?
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we are the Africanists. This is Tribal Talk. Welcome to another week here with us,
AKA the house that Kobe built. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Built and rebuilt.
Kobe Center.
Oh my God!
It's the Kobe Center.
right?
All right. I need to when you're ready. I need to say some heartfelt words.
So a few logistical things. Big up to Mitty and April Riles. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
April Rizal.
For their LA Edition podcast.
Let me go ahead and call April out, man. When she was in Ghana, Mitty told us to hit her up. And I slid her DM talking about, hey, what's good? Heard you in Ghana. Let's show you around all that. And she hit us with the okie doke, doke. Nah. She responded, but by then I think she was probably leaving like the next day or something. So
we didn't have time to kick it with her per se.
Yeah,
but
good people though.
Yeah,
man. And real interesting young lady. You know what I mean?
Good energy, good vibes from the little time that we chatted with her, and then
and hopefully more LA tapes to come. Man, we are on this West Coast, man. We got to increase the reach.
Yes.
Culture has everywhere.
Yes, and also that video is also on YouTube, guys. You can go ahead and check it. Again, you already know all of our podcasts this year and going forward will be on YouTube. You can also now, of course, I know with the music situation, we can't, have the outro music on there too much. So it's just going to be just the podcast, just the audio version.
I'm glad we can even do that.
Yeah. But also, we're on Spotify, iHeartMedia, of course, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify.
Yes, sir.
All podcast apps minus Tidal because you have to pay for Tidal. And, I think Tidal does exclusive podcasts too. So
Tidal would charge us to go on?
No.
Tidal, the users.
Charge users.
Well, you got to pay for everything.
Yeah, for Tidal, I don't think anything. I don't know if there's a free version of Tidal or not. I don't have any.
Got you. Because Spotify does have a free version.
Yeah. So
it's limited.
Yeah, but we're on all podcast platforms. Check us out, man. Take a listen. Bro. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate, y'all rating and subscribing too, man. Keep doing that for us. We greatly appreciate it. Before we get into what we're talking about today, because it's going to be off the dome today, I just want to recap a little bit about Do You Know What Love Is? That pod was super rated and super commented on. We did a poll on Instagram. And 90% of the people said they know what love is.
Let me tell something to the people.
However, on Twitter, 67% of the people said they don't know what love is.
Yeah, thank you. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't know what love is. Y'all don't know what love is. Let me tell y'all that right now. Y'all don't know what love is. Y'all figuring it out, man. Y'all just like everyone else, man. 90% of y'all gonna say yeah. Are y'all simplistic? Yeah.
Hey, let me say this.
Are you soft between the ears?
Let me say this.
Talk to them.
I'm with the gang, I'm with the mind, what was you thinking? You guys don't know what love is. What was you thinking?
Hey, shout out to that love mix, though.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of good reviews on that.
DJ hit it with the 2020 freshness suit.
So you're saying you put it to use. You was with the gang, you got nuts with the gang and the
I'm
mob.
gonna say I put the love mix to use. There could be many uses to use a love mix for. You know what I'm saying?
So you put it to use.
You could be having some self-care going on.
I feel
nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing.
I stand in self-care.
It's a stressful world we live in.
I feel you.
You could have a hobby at home. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you got plants, pruning plants. You put a love soundtrack on. You show that tender love and care. You know what I'm saying? Maybe home improvement. You put that on, and you're doing some self-love, bro.
Definitely.
So I put it to use. I will let you assume. What do you want to assume?
I will refuse to assume.
Yeah. So next year is going to be a little bit longer because people ask for it to be longer.
Okay.
Typically, I do longer ones, but I wanted to see what the shorter effect is, and it's good to have that feedback. So next year is going to be nice little vibes, and hopefully next year. The guys will probably bring back the red carpet Valentine's Day event. Who knows?
Yeah, I think so. I
think it's overdue.
Because
some of y'all are not doing it right
at all.
You heard it from me.
Listen, to be honest, there's a space, man, for these premium African-based events. And we know the people who need it. Because every time something flops, people hit us up like, yo, why aren't y'all doing this? Why aren't y'all doing that?
For sure,
we're like, yo, it's not work. It's money, it's work.
Yeah.
And you guys are not exactly sending us catch up. you can.
And then we have 9-to-5s. So
Facts.
it makes it but don't worry, you know what I'm saying? We cooking up for this year, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So y'all already know, put it on your summer calendar, Sip and Paint.
The Ghana trip has treated us a lot from doing in February, but I think this time
Sip and Paint Trey.
Woo! Coming soon.
Trey. And then of course
y'all not ready.
Y'all like Pause Giving, so we gotta bring that back.
Oh, that's definitely happening.
Maybe even same location.
Yeah. Why not? It was a love. I love that.
We'll see. But we can discuss further.
We gotta make it bigger this year.
Hey man, but we know the security guys. He let us bring it twice the capacity.
So because we definitely finesse capacity, but that's another subject for another day. Yeah. But we got a few things, we gotta address. But again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who really listened to Do You Know What Love Is and both and the April Rouse talk. You know what I'm saying? We got listeners from all over the place, and I still would like to know who in the hell is listening from Ashburn, Virginia, because y'all are deep in these numbers.
A lot. It's a lot of Ghanaians down there, bro.
Yeah, but I just don't know. Like I don't know any personal listeners or anybody who's reached out to us that stay in Ashburn. At least that I don't know. Let me put it like that.
I mean, I don't know any offhand per se, but
that's what I'm saying. Like
I know people there though, so it's feasible that it's a lot down there,
bruh.
Really?
Do you know what Love Is came out 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Within the past week, according to SoundCloud, 132 people have listened
in Ashburn.
Just Ashburn alone.
What? We need to do a live show in Ashburn, bro. Does that make sense?
Just this week, bro. Just this week alone. Mind you, the podcast dropped 2 weeks ago.
All right, so let's go ahead. Ashburn, stand up. If y'all here listening from Ashburn, please drop a comment.
Please.
Look, DM us, do something.
We know, and this is why we're doing a lot of website redesign stuff, y'all.
100%.
We know that our crowd of listeners, y'all high class, y'all premium African listeners. You know what I mean? Like we know y'all don't get on the social media to be living on there 100%. And checking Shade Room all the time and mixing up. We get it. Yeah. So we know y'all not gonna go on there and comment all the time and do whatever. But we know y'all support us
100%.
Because we talk to y'all and all that. But please, Ashburn, Virginia, we have to know who is there because we don't know. So please drop a comment if you're listening from out there.
Big up to the people in Nairobi, Kenya too. Kenya been listening to us a lot recently too.
Shout out.
So big ups to Nairobi.
That's because of our friend Walimu Marimu.
Yeah.
Kabati.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She did her thing.
You know what I'm saying? Big up to Sit in the Middle. I said Sit in the Middle. Stuck in the Middle podcast.
Shout out. Those are boys.
They commented.
Those are boys.
A lot of people listen to the pod, and of course, because of how social media operates, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to give out their full, expertise.
Shout out there. AK and Reflex, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, but all in all, it's lovely. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting us, guys. We cooking up, like I said, Sipping Paint Trey. Pods giving dose and
yes sir.
Who knows, whatever else we might be a part of this year. But once those things come along, we'll definitely update you guys accordingly, and we can link up, chat, all that good jazz. So today was the day that they did a public ceremony for Black Mamba, Kobe Bean Bryant, the man who speaks multiple languages, and probably one of the most iconic players of the in NBA history. Probably top 10, maybe even top 5. Is that fair?
Well, I wasn't gonna hate. You didn't hate.
Is that fair?
Man, I don't even rate no more, man.
I mean, I'm just saying what typical
people can say,
what typical sports commentators would say.
Yeah, they
minus your Nick Wrights and your.
They normally say top 10.
What's that other fat guy's name?
Whitlock.
There we go. By the way, guys, it's not fat shaming. Okay, nobody likes the guy. Anyways,
yeah, Whitlock is he's beyond reproach.
Now,
man.
the one thing I did respect about the Bryant family was that they did a private funeral ceremony. In a day and age where everybody wants everything to be public, stream, Instagram, Snap, Twitter. They did a private ceremony for both his for him and his daughter, which is I think that's something that the family should do alone, and I think the right people around, because I'm pretty sure if he did something public like that, it's just gonna be a whole spectacle. But them doing this public thing at the Staples Center.
That's just for us.
That's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like this is the repass. Maybe even though and it was a perfect date, 224. You know what I'm saying? I think it was well done, well thought.
Plus,
a lot of good speakers. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't catch everything, but
I watched
it was definitely something where it's like very admirable. And even though people disliked a lot of things Kobe did, it's like they respected it at the time. They just disliked it, that they didn't want to admit that they liked it.
I mean, look, this is life. Like, that's humanity. Like, your own brother, you ain't gonna love everything about him, but
that's a fact.
You give respect and you know what it is. So,
yeah, I mean,
it's not simple.
I feel like death humanizes all of us, or people. So I mean, a lot of the stuff that a lot of people criticize Kobe for, now they're just viewing it through a different perspective.
Yes.
Because, like, even, with Shaq, he even said it, like, everybody our age knew about just the Shaq-Kobe dynamic.
Yeah.
But it was, it's like, family members go through stuff. It doesn't mean, like, I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that period, we're just not seeing eye to eye because we have two different perspectives on life. But that don't mean hate. Mm-hmm. And a lot of critics, that's pretty much the stance they took with Kobe. It's like they hated him. They try to tear him down. And, I think since he passed, now a lot of people, like, we've got, you've gotten to just gain a whole new perspective. Like Rob Pelinka was saying, literally the day he passed, hit him
about
trying to get a girl. The baseball coach that passed on the helicopter, Kobe was trying to get his daughter an internship on like a baseball agent. He wanted to get literally that's like the last text. Literally before that
helicopter crash and all that.
You know what I'm saying? But people just see one side of you like, oh, he fought with Shaq. He called out his teammates. He's a terrible human being. But to legit try to form an opinion of somebody from the little hours we see of them is such a crazy thing to do as human beings. So I'm just glad that, being someone that rooted for Kobe, just seeing how a lot of people have shed light on him as a human and him as a person. It's good, man. We got to send him off right. So
yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Shaq, man. He gave a nice.
He gave a good speech too.
Yeah, nice little.
Yeah, I didn't catch Shaq's. I caught some of Jordan. I caught the UConn coach.
Yeah, Gino
Orema.
Yeah.
Wasn't was it Taurasi?
Yeah,
Taurasi gave a speech
Taurasi, and then the college hooper from Oregon.
Yeah.
That Gigi. He really looked up to, and she used to work out with her. So yeah, man, it was nice, and like you said, they did do the private stuff. I think Kobe was like more of a private person.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Even MJ was like, a lot of people would be shocked we was friends. I mean, I think he did a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And maybe that's probably why I gravitate towards him, because I'm a behind the scenes type of brother. You know.
I tried so hard, bro. No. I tried so hard not to laugh when you said that. Because there are many negative connotations from that. But yeah, no. I get
exactly. As human beings, and with Kobe too. I mean, people used to be like, he weird. Yeah. He might be weird, but who cares? But because we didn't see what he did, like, LeBron, Taco Tuesday, different things. So it's like LeBron is more transparent. So with somebody that's not, MJ the same. We don't know MJ, dog. So which is why to see him actually come out and talk, and he was crying, I watched it at work, and me and my coworkers, we was like, dang, MJ is crying. That's because I'm like, how much do y'all know Jordan? Like, Magic is more out there. Like, we know Magic Johnson. Yeah. Like with Jordan, we don't really know Jordan.
Fair. Very fair. Well, it would go without. We can't go without discussing the whole Gayle King and Snoop situation, because for those who don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows at this point. But Gayle King interviewed Lisa Leslie. Lisa Leslie.
Shout out to Lisa.
And pretty much the lining of questioning about Kobe's
allegations.
I'm not sure if it was acquittal. I don't know if he was acquitted or he was dismissed. Okay, it was dismissed. Pretty much his dismissal of the case, the rape allegation that he got. And a lot of people were upset with Gayle King. I believe rightly so. Now.
And this wasn't this week.
It was
right
like,
after he passed away.
Maybe like a week afterwards.
Or something,
so Lisa Leslie said something. She didn't shy away from answering the questions, but she was answering it pretty directly, pretty much saying, it's something that it was dismissed. It was whatever the case may be. She didn't know Kobe to be that type of person. It was just an uncomfortable
damn question to ask someone.
And her response to certain things was like triggering to a lot of people. So a lot of people gave her a lot of backlash.
Yeah, because she said if he's a perv, you won't see it. Yeah, essentially. Exactly. And it's like, boy, kind of stupid. All right, how do you want me to react to that? First of all, what?
Yeah.
And why, and Lisa, it's just so off base.
Yeah, because when I was listening to it, I was just like,
when we get this plays into what I'm about to say about Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Gayle King has a correlation to what I'm going to say, son. Because there's people out here, dog.
Yeah, when we get to Deontay, that's gonna be very lengthy, but. But essentially, the way I equated it is that I've seen Gayle King interviews. I wouldn't say I study her because I don't really like her style of interviewing. It's
nobody in the black community. Nobody.
No, but a lot of people respect how Gayle King does it, how Oprah does it. These people.
Where they from? Who?
They admire their interview style because they get the most compliments per se.
From where?
It was smooth. It was like the way, I personally don't see it that way, but I'm not gonna be here and just condemn everybody's interview style because we do our things differently, so everybody does things differently. My biggest issue with Gayle was that you made a bad decision. You apologize for not everybody seeing the full clip, but the clip that we did get, that's hard to misinterpret.
Exactly. You can't misinterpret it.
It's difficult to
It's real.
It's difficult to tell me that the flow of conversation that led up to that point and that clip that we got. It's almost like saying
that's stupid.
It's weird.
It was a left field.
It was like I cannot mess that up. Like I can't mess up the point that you were getting at and the certain statements that you said. Like what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't see that because that's not true. Like if we're friends, I'm gonna see I want to see an action that might be like,
yeah.
And of course there's plenty of actions from your friends where you're just like, I'm not cool with that, but that's still my man. You know what I'm saying? I can eat that. you know what I'm saying? Like if it's like, let's say your man has a spending problem, like he likes to buy anytime we go out somewhere, he just got to buy something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, that, you know, you don't really agree with that, but that's your guy, so you like, all right, you know, whatever the case may be. But there's certain things where it's just like,
which woman have a problem with that?
I don't know. I don't have a guy like that, but I'm just using that as an example.
I haven't had dots.
Gayle King was so flagrant. First of all, she tried to insult Lisa Leslie by saying she wouldn't see it. Like, we're all mans.
Exactly.
Like, a certain stuff that y'all will see about each other, it don't mean you will disown your mans.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean you're not aware.
Yes.
So for her to say, Lisa, you wouldn't see it, you wouldn't know. Lisa Leslie is not a child.
Thank you.
Not at all.
She's probably in her 40s.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, that's disrespectful to her, probably her kids, her husband. Like, you don't talk to another, just because you're 70, Gayle, don't mean you can say that.
But how should Lisa Leslie even respond to that question? Because, like, here's my thing. You telling me I won't see it. Okay, so what you want me to say? Okay,
exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. What?
So why, if you already in your mind know, oh, if this guy did this, you wouldn't see it. So why did you ask me that?
Thank you.
Because
That's
unless I said yes,
it's a
I
no
see it.
question.
Exactly.
That's my point.
So why would you ask me that?
Yeah.
So to me, that's already foolishness. And then my thing is, literally, we're doing a pod now, 2/24/2020. They're literally just doing a public memorial. They just did the private one, last week or the week before
Maybe
last?
A week and a half ago.
You're already doing this interview with Lisa Leslie, already bringing this up. Like, this man just passed.
And that's my thing. Like, it's a coward move too, because it's like, if you such a hard hitting game breaker, people love your interview style. Okay, so why weren't you up there to ask the questions to Kobe Bryant? You know, like, obviously I know that's inappropriate, but the point is that if you have why pull up the guts to then bring it on TV in this manner?
Exactly.
It just doesn't make logical sense.
To me, it's like, that man has a wife that's going through a lot, and a 17-year-old daughter you bringing that up. This stuff happened 17 years ago. She was a few months old. You bring it up now at the time she lost her her sister, and her dad. This is just bad timing. It just makes absolute no sense.
Yeah.
And then, okay, let's say Snoop Dogg shouldn't have called her a dog face B, but it still doesn't, when Snoop said it, I didn't agree with him going that ham. You know what I'm saying? But I get where he was coming from, but don't try to dehumanize, or don't try to act like Snoop Dogg is a devil here.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about how they took Snoop Dogg's comment was that he was disrespecting all black women.
Nobody, especially Jada Pinkett.
I need someone to explain to me how that's disrespecting.
That's Jada Pinkett and a selected small group. We're not even gonna give y'all no energy, because that's lame.
And listeners too, y'all can go ahead and let us know. Maybe we're interpreting it wrong. But for me personally, like, I took Gayle's decision, like, I kind of equated to a code line, and this probably will be a bad equate. But Cole once said, "You're not a hoe, but you made a hoe decision," right? So Gayle made a bad decision in that line of questioning. That doesn't mean that she's a bad interviewer. She just made a bad decision within the line of questioning. Right, and I believe
she a bad interviewer too. So. my like you two, you're a professional. Like, you gotta take the blame for what you did. You gotta eat it. And my thing is that wasn't Gayle King and them the ones that did the Michael Jackson joint?
Yeah, Oprah. Yeah,
Oprah. I'm pretty sure Gayle had. I mean,
Gayle King was a part of it too. It was a part of it.
Yeah,
but that's my thing. Like again, I'm not gonna defend Michael Jackson. Let's be honest. While he was alive, I was probably made fun of him before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In privacy of my own home or whatever, I don't have a.
You don't owe nobody anything.
I do have an interview platform, but you know what I'm saying.
You wasn't publicly insulting him.
Exactly. And again,
post his death.
The problem people had with that whole thing was the cowardice that he passed away. Now y'all want to be uncovering facts, but if you really thought it was an actual problem, you were not there to defend victims and to say stuff in the actual question at that time. And y'all have had that power and access. 100%. So it's like like think logically. Like your platform is not working in the interest of the culture of the people that you represent. So.
That's what they fail to realize. Like you can no longer hurt Kobe Bryant. He's no longer here. He can't feel.
You can hurt.
You're hurting his wife. You're hurting his grown kids, and even the little kids that maybe grow up. Like you're not hurting him. So what are you trying to achieve here? And then, like Quick said, when you gonna try to blame your network, no, you did that. Like,
there was like, they didn't. Your network didn't ask you
like
question.
I watched it. Maybe most people didn't watch the entire interview, but I did, and I still feel that. I felt the same way. I watched it from the beginning. I was like, "Yo, Gayle, are you stupid?"
Like there's certain things you just can't cover up.
And
you just gotta eat that.
Not just Gayle. This Jada Pinkett Red Table Talk rubbish with Snoop Dogg. Jada needs to fall back. Hey, Will, get your wife, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But somebody that needs venom that haven't been getting venom is fat ass Charles Barkley.
Charles, I'm laughing because
now that's Charles Barkley is a dog faced bitch.
What did I miss? What did he do?
I said.
You know what I'm saying? What did he do?
So of course during like why
you guys start with Kobe?
I need to address Charles Barkley because he's a grown man.
But I don't. What did he do?
And this is a man that spitting on people, which is assault. Throwing people through windows, which is assault. So let me see, Charles Barkley, if you die, what we should be saying is Charles threw someone out the window. That's literally what we should be saying. Like you don't have a
Charles addicted to gambling.
You know what I'm saying? Like grow the fuck up. So Charles, somebody did an interview with the TNT crew, and Charles spoke on the Gayle King situation. Like when someone dies, we have to tell the full picture. Like. Kobe was no hero. What is your definition of a hero? Define hero.
Because Charles definitely had a commercial that says, "I'm not a role model."
But again, define hero. Because for Bammers like Quinn Cook that maybe look to Kobe for motivation, that is a hero. The word hero. Some people look at their dad who worked 9 to 5 as their hero or their 100%, mom. 100%. Like hero don't have to be Spider-Man or Superman. So that's one thing for you. Kobe Bryant wasn't no hero. Shut your fat ass up. You know what I'm saying?
My whole thing is like...
Nah, let me finish with this fat nigga. Secondly, he's like, he did it. He made what they bringing up, it happened. Bro, what's Ebony K. Williams, the lawyer? Lawyer. She was on the...
She's so fun. The one that be on
exactly.
She's so fun.
And I'm glad she said it because she has a legal background. She's like, yo, one thing that she's been hearing when it comes to that baffles her is the fact that people are like, it got dismissed because she wouldn't testify. She's like, no, it didn't get dismissed because she wouldn't testify. People have just been saying that. Right. She said it got dismissed. The case got dismissed, but they would never release why it didn't get dismissed.
Right. You see what assumption?
Exactly. It's an assumption. She's saying
actual record.
Exactly. That, so she's saying she's saying exactly. So she's saying it could have been maybe it wasn't enough evidence.
It could have
exactly. It could have been a plethora of reasons. So the fact that people in the media are running with that narrative, she's like, that's actually disturbing. So all we know, none of us was there in Colorado in 2003. All we know is he was alleged, it went to court, it was dismissed. So the fact that you want to now bring this up now when he didn't serve any jail time. Yeah. So why should we put that blemish on him? Now, unless the girl came out or the mother or the friend, none of them, even though maybe an NDA, whatever, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, why are y'all so bent on bringing that up? Like, what are y'all trying to accomplish?
I agree with you.
And the fact that assaulting Charles Barkley is saying this, to me, that's baffling. But because Charles jokes a lot, I remember LeBron James went after him a few years ago.
And everybody got on LeBron for taking what he said too seriously. And I'm just like, bro, there's certain fine lines that you got to pay attention.
When it comes to culture issues, Charles is tone deaf. That's
very
Kenny Smith called him out.
Exactly. I remember that.
You say about the culture.
Thank you.
Kaepernick, Black Lives Matter, whatever, has been ass backwards, Charles.
Yeah.
You cannot try.
I remember that when Kenny called him out.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be his man, but because Charles is so wild and he gets away with just saying whatever. Nah, I ain't never called nobody the names I called Charles on this platform in our 6 years of doing this.
Yeah,
and he deserves this.
You got impassioned. I can feel it.
100%. So I don't think Snoop should go on an apology tour for this, but that's neither here or there. But let's move forward to what happened this past weekend. I'm pretty sure everybody who's on social media followed. You've seen the memes. Deontay Wilder, heavyweight heavyweight boxer, lost to Tyson Fury in their second bout together, and he lost by a technical knockout in the 7th round. He was knocked down twice, and it was just a whole. So it was just a whole lot.
He got mashed up a little bit.
Yeah, he got beat up pretty bad. Now what everybody is saying is like, it's kind of like a little bit. I don't know if it's to say if it's like demeaning, or it's like there's a level of insult to it where it's just like it's like personal. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't. And to me, it doesn't add up because a lot of boxers lose. You know what I'm saying? When Anthony Joshua lost to the big Mexican dude, it wasn't that bad. It was just funny because it was just like you didn't expect him to lose to that type of person. But a lot of people are saying, Deontay, he talks so much trash. This.
Shut up.
This
is what I'm talking about. He
started boxing late, so nobody.
And so what? And he's a heavyweight champ. So what?
Nobody that he's fought has been as technically sound boxing and yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. So it's a lot of nuance to it, but
okay, who are these people? So here's my thing. All right. First of all, y'all don't know boxing, son. Let's be clear on that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here like I'm a boxing aficionado, but I know a lot of. He's not an aficionado. He can shut up. So
they call him for all the matches.
But I know enough about boxing to know that you can't say somebody can't box that's holding a belt. All right? Someone that does have Olympic medal, right? Okay, so here's my thing. All right. This is what I was saying about Gayle King. Deontay Wilder is one of the few people out there that has a platform that chooses to represent the culture.
100%.
To this day.
That chooses to say that, you know what? I'm black. It means something. I'm from Alabama. It means something. And my ancestors are from Africa.
Nigeria, to be specific.
It means something to me. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing is that you got people out here, the Gayle Kings, the Tiger Woods, right? That use a platform and don't care about advancing the culture at all. They don't even want to represent the culture at all. Then you got somebody here who's a courageous man at that, right? The one thing, Deontay Wilder never dodged a fight. Never dodged a fight. You're going to say that so you guys were the same people putting up Deontay Wilder, first of all, picking him to win the fight, putting up all his videos, being on his line, bomb squad, but now he can't box. Now y'all posting memes and y'all laughing at him.
Exactly.
So the minute that somebody that's representing y'all the right way makes one mistake, slips and falls on his face, then y'all ready to tear him down.
Pounce on him.
This is what's pissing me off about this. This is why I couldn't barely sleep that night. Because man, I was so hurt by the way he got mashed up.
See, guess what? I never judge.
Because you can lose badly. You can lose badly.
Man, he got mashed up, bro.
But your loss coupled by the whole insult of everybody and then like now you're insulting his talent, his hard work.
Thank you.
All of that.
Too much.
It's like, yo.
So let me tell y'all something about
it. Ain't easy to fight 29 people.
Thank you.
And win and not lose.
Knock out every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
So first of all, Deontay Wilder the first time he fought Tyson Fury, he weighed like 210 pounds.
Yeah, like I think he rises between 210 to 215.
And Tyson Fury weighed 255 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
First of all, some of y'all can't even fight people that are cyberbullying y'all. You understand what I'm saying? But this man has the heart and courage to go up and fight somebody that's the lineal champion. Do y'all even understand what lineal champion means? That means that he beat Klitschko, right? He gave up the belts because he retired or whatever, because he went on a hiatus. When you go on a hiatus, then the top-ranked boxers get to fight for your belt. Yeah. That's how Anthony Joshua got 2 belts. That's how Wilder got 1 of the belts or whatever, right? Okay, that means that Tyson Fury is the lineal champion. That means that he beat Klitschko, who beat Lennox Lewis, who beat, going back further, Mike Tyson, who beat all the way back, Buster Douglas, Riddick Bowe, all this line of great, Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. These are the line of lineal champions.
Yep.
Tyson Fury is in that line of lineal champions. You understand what I'm saying?
So he's nice.
This man is 210 pounds. Some of y'all weigh that much eating jollof rice on your couch. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all can't even stand up to somebody. And y'all got the balls to make fun of this man?
Hey,
you understand what I'm saying here, though?
I know.
Look, everybody gonna be like, "Oh, it's a joke."
Do y'all know that they told Deontay Wilder he can't box because his legs are too skinny, and all power in boxing comes from your strength core. They say he doesn't have core strength; he can't even box. What does he do? He goes out there and he blows people up. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
He's supposed to be a cruiserweight. At his weight, he should be a cruiserweight.
100%.
He could go down a few pounds and be a cruiserweight, but he chooses to go fight someone that's 275 pounds. And mind you, 275 pounds that weighs in means that Fury was probably closer to 285 at the night of the fight. Y'all don't understand boxing.
Hey, hold on. Let me, and again,
it's pissing me off. The amount of people say that said he don't even know how to box.
Bro.
What?
Look,
Sick.
Can we have some real talk?
So ready to tear this man down. What has he done? He talks too much. He comes out to Black History thing. He came out and Malcolm X was on the wall behind him. You understand what I'm saying?
Can we have
do y'all listen to his interviews?
Can we have some real?
What's the real talk?
Do y'all know Tyson Fury talks way more than Deontay Wilder?
100%.
He is known as
known trash talker.
He is known as a guy that cannot exist without the mic in his hand. When the TV cameras is on, he
turns on.
He licked this man's blood and y'all laughing at him.
Can we have some real talk?
What's the real talk?
My man was cooking. See this is what I was saying. Cause we got this fantasy football chat, No Mercy, and we was having this conversation, and I came in the chat and I literally say, "Yo, we live in a society that like." No matter how much success you've had, like when you're in the public eye, like you do one thing that don't go your way,
everybody want to tell you,
and it's like, yo, people just
down.
tearing you down. I'm like, dog, like y'all laughing at this man. Yeah, he just took home at least 25 mil.
Exactly.
Like
easy.
This is his first loss.
Thank you.
Like he had one tie, right?
And
with
Tyson
Fury, and then this is his first loss. He's won over 40 matches, and y'all just laughing at him like he's child's play. And like this makes sense to y'all in terms of saying, "Oh, he can't box. He's not good. He's a fraud." I was like, "Yo, like we even before this, like we had a talk with one of our boys, and I was like, bruh, I've taken many L's. Everybody takes we all take L's.
It's a part of life.
Like why?
Every great champion, Muhammad Ali took L's.
You know what I'm saying?
He took L's before he went to jail. But he took L's. Mike Tyson got whipped up.
Buster Douglas.
But ain't nobody say that Mike Tyson can't fight.
You understand what I'm saying? It's this narrative, and that's my thing. I mean, I like, but this is my thing. It's like this man is representing the culture, knowing that when he goes about stuff in that manner, he's going to be met with resistance.
Yeah.
He fought in the USA yesterday. When he got knocked down, you saw all them people get up and cheer. A UK boxer in the USA. Why do you think that is? You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't happen in the US. The reason why is because of how he represents black culture.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the image, the way they view him around the world? And instead of standing and supporting this guy, instead of being like, you know what? Yeah, he got punched in the back of the head till his ear was bleeding. Have you ever watched a title fight where the deciding blow was to the guy's back of his ear and his ear's bleeding.
But
how many classic fights have been won that way?
But see,
that's an illegal punch. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not taking nothing away from Fury.
Yeah, of course.
But the point is that he lost his equilibrium fighting someone, whatever, 50, 60 pounds heavier than him. And it happens, bro. It happens, but to come out and then be like, this man can't box.
But
he don't know how to fight.
But see, here's the issue though. The issue is not a boxing issue. The issue is a societal.
Exactly.
All I hear people say is
it's bigger than boxing, bro. And that's why it pisses me off.
They said Deontay talks too much. I'm like, bro, have y'all forgotten Floyd Mayweather?
Not even that he talks too much. The fight of boxing is that it's a mano a mano. Exactly.
Bro, do you hear anybody say that? What's that white dude from UFC? I forgot his name. That Floyd beat up. Conor McGregor. How many people say, oh, he talks too much?
They say that. I mean, because
I'm saying in the context of, you know what I'm saying?
But he does talk too much.
Like when Conor started like going on his like super losing streak, that's when everybody started like turning on him because he used to do the crazy thing. He was breaking people's phones. He was going to bars fighting people. You don't hear that about Deontay. You don't hear that. Like even to be honest, you don't even hear that about Floyd Mayweather. The only thing you hear about Floyd is that his domestic violence history. But if Floyd was to ever lose, it'd probably be like 50 times worse than.
Oh yeah. If Floyd loses, it'll be like. And that's
but
the
then
thing.
again, Floyd doesn't represent black culture
the way that Deontay
does.
Exactly.
But
and
the way Deontay represents black culture, his scrutiny is almost like as if Floyd Mayweather lost.
Just because of that. You understand what I'm saying?
That's America for the most.
Society. You're right.
They don't like that
braggadocious,
braggadocious, especially when you black. Ali.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
and people raise that point. When Ali was out there winning, Black America didn't support him.
Oh,
Black America, they didn't like him. Especially, it wasn't until
especially even after the name change.
Thank you.
The name change made it 50 times worse.
Yeah, they
50 times worse.
So that's what I'm saying. Like boxing, everyone dodges in boxing. This man don't dodge nothing. He went up the lineal. Anthony Joshua
should fight for how long?
Anthony Joshua has those belts. He should fight the lineal champion. You understand? To put himself in the line.
Of course.
But Wilder don't dodge fights. He went and did it. I'm not knocking Joshua, but I'm just saying just the facts as it relates to this. But that's my whole thing, And y'all saying this man talks too much. Cool. So you know who's gonna be talking? The Gayle Kings. Go enjoy it. The Charles Barkleys and the Tiger Woods. They're gonna continue talking because when you get somebody that represents y'all the right way, y'all tear them down. So go ahead and continue. Because that's what we deserve. We deserve the Gayle Kings.
And guess what? We gotta start with ourselves.
Of course.
That's why, when I see that in people that I consider my mans, I'm gonna be like, yo, I get it. Like I said, I even call myself a D-list comedian. I like to joke. I like to make fun. But there has to be a time and place.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? If we're watching the boxing match on, we cracking jokes as we watching as things are happening. But if y'all like promoting these memes or giving life and energy, that's part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't care if other people think it's funny. Like, I don't have access to them to tell them, bro, that's just ignorant. Like, you got to think bigger picture when you do this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not saying, like, I haven't been that way in the past. But, man, you know what I'm saying? Recently, bro, I've been...
Growth and elevation.
Yeah, man. I've been just thinking beyond just myself and laughs and giggles. Like, we just so enamored by just trying to...
That's what I'm saying.
Like that stuff.
Y'all know I put up that crying meme yesterday, talking about, damn, this one really hurt me. Lost. People slide in my DMs laughing about Wilder, and I'm like, you think it's funny, right?
Yeah, okay. Because people just all they want to do is joke. Like, bro, like life is not a joke. Y'all gotta see why sometimes this is why things are not advancing. As silly as it sounds. But that is why. Like, when we get to a point where we like, that nigga lost, but the perspective, like, damn, he proud.
It was something
came
like,
out
if
here
he lost, then he lost. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He got outboxed. He got outmatched. Cool. Everybody loses a fight.
Yeah, but it's
what accompanies it. It makes it 10 times worse, dog.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I guarantee if Gayle King said, you know what I'm saying, if she just asked in her interview, going back to that, if she just asked, do you think it's fair for the media to bring up Kobe Bryant's case from 2003 after he's passed, and Lisa Leslie said no, and she moved on. Exactly. Nobody would have fought her. Nobody would have fought her because it's a fair question. Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? Like same for the other. It was a fair, loss. Whatever the case, however you want to slice it or dice it. But it's just what accompanies it. The follow up, especially if it's not a positive follow up, bro.
Yeah,
man. Life can be cruel.
It just really disturbed me, man. And just to turn on the TV and then to see all these people that were picking Deontay to win.
Yeah,
all y'all were Team Bomb Squad, and y'all turn around now. You go from that to he can't box.
Yeah, man.
He can't box. Man, y'all don't even understand boxing. Yeah, y'all are afraid to stand up to cyberbullies. This man is stepping in the ring and fighting somebody.
It's true though.
That's 285 pounds.
Y'all all afraid to start.
He has that type of courage. He look at the camera in the eye and say that he's here to represent all the troubles that African people have been through, all that stuff. And y'all don't appreciate it. He talks too much. When he's not even fight, when he's trying to build up to a fight, he always says he's not even a violent person. He's a peaceful person. Yeah. He's all about everybody.
I actually don't hear much from him when he's not about to fight.
It's only in the build up to it's marketing for a fight.
Yeah.
Man, y'all got to get out of here. He even shows Tyson Fury actually respect.
Yeah, 100%.
Outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
100%. Anyways, guys, we know we never told you about our Ghana trip, so this is the time to tell you. I have a specific story that I have to give. Woo! And it's about Yao's cousin, but we're gonna call him Highlander in the story. Okay?
What?
We're gonna call him Highlander in this story.
Wow, that's his
name. New Year's Day.
He knows who he is.
New Year's Day. I know he's listening to New Year's Day, right?
He always listens.
I got sick. I ate food and I couldn't. My stomach was on fire. I couldn't eat no solid food for like 5 days.
Man, thank God I made it. Yeah, you and Eddie. I had
like when I tell you, like we died.
Like 3 days down, man.
Like I didn't eat any. All I did was drink water and drink Alvaro for like 4 to 5 days straight.
Thank God we hit East Legon at that time.
We did.
The Cocoa Vanilla was right there. It was
easy going. We couldn't do nothing. Anyways, so we had planned before going to Ghana to do an ATV trip. I still haven't posted my ATV pictures. Y'all has. ATV was lit. I still got videos. I got a video made us look like we some like biker goons, young. It was actually a nice video. I'm gonna post it eventually
because we are goons.
So, anyways, so I had the DJ the night before, right? But my stomach's been on E. Like I'll be okay for like 3 hours, and then my stomach start hurting again, and now I have to go to the bathroom. So I DJ'd, I came home, and I went to sleep. This was like maybe 3, 4 a.m. Y'all was still out partying at that time. I don't know what time he got home.
You damn right.
So Highlander was supposed to come pick us up at I think 7 a.m. so we can get there by 8 because our appointment was 9.
The name Highlander.
The reason why it's Highlander is because that was a vehicle that we were driving and it died unfortunately. So RIP to the Highlander because that Highlander did us justice for like 3 years straight. Man, so God bless that Highlander. It was and they used to bump music heavy, so we look good in the truck.
You damn right.
So shout out to Highlander for the Highlander, right? So I set my alarm for like 6, so I could like get up and if I have to use the bathroom, I can use the bathroom before we go out. I didn't have to use the bathroom, but I didn't. I slept through the 6 o'clock alarm. I woke up at the 7 o'clock alarm, and by that time, they had all left. So I was just like, "Hold on."
They left.
They left me. They left me.
Yeah, wait. You left?
I wasn't there.
Y'all wasn't there. But I'm getting to that part. So I shout out to Bleezy. Bleezy was asleep, and I asked Bleezy. I said, "Yo, where everybody go?" They was just like, "Oh, your door was locked." I was like, "What?"
Nah, he said you were home, bro.
They said I wasn't home, and then my room door, because I had the master room door, it said it was locked. First of all, even in my own house, now I never lock my door ever. So I was just like, "What?" So I called Yao. Yao was just like, "Yo, I just woke up. I'm about to come back to the house, brush my teeth, and then we can roll." I found an Uber driver who gonna hook us up. I bet you found an Uber driver, cool.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay. So we go to the Uber. We get in the Uber. Uber takes us to the halfway point, whatever. We get to we finally get to the place to ATV. Everybody all there happy, smiling teeth. I get there with attitude. Plus my stomach was hurt because I was just like, yo, I've been talking about this ATV for God knows how long, and we paid money. So I was just like, you don't know how to open up. You don't know how to open doors. That was my first statement to him. He's like, bro, I called you.
To Highlander?
Yeah, I told Highlander you don't know how to open doors. And he's like, bro, I called your phone and said, yeah, I did you get your calls, but you didn't open my door because my door is not locked. The thing is with Ghana doors too, sometimes it's heavy. You gotta push down and like bump into it to get in. So, anyways, I was making jokes the whole time. I was like, you know what I'm saying, little stuff. Mind you, through the entire trip, there was no toilet anywhere, so my stomach was hurting. I was holding in everything through the entire time. When we was going through that bumpy road, we was going through the bumpy road in the dust.
You was riding
and all
fast
that.
too.
You feel me? I was sucking it up. I was dying, bro.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I had ATV, bro. I love ATV in the hug. I love ATV because me and Eddie was wild, and me and Eddie was battling for supremacy on the bikes. Yeah. Shout out to McDonald. You know. Anyways, so this is when I know that God is real. We leave ATV, we get to Highlander's house, right? So, we gotta wash our hands, all that jazz. So we get to the joint, and he can't open up his front door. When I tell you vindication is in the room of time, dog, I said, God, thank you. He couldn't open the front. He tried different keys. Couldn't open the front door to his own house. Wow. I said, God, thank you. God, you are a miracle working God. This is proof and evidence that I was not lying. He doesn't know how to open doors. And what made it worse is that we were all sitting there. I was preaching.
It was like 10 of us.
It was 10 of us.
Waiting outside.
I was
preaching.
We go
in the house? He said, it's not working.
It's not working. The way I was preaching, I said, God,
he lived
thank
by
you.
himself?
No, he lived with some folks.
There's folks down home?
Nah. So I was just like, oh, God, thank you. Because God knows my heart. He knows I didn't want to miss ATV, but somebody had the audacity to tell me that, my door was locked. You two, your house door is locked and you can't open it. So who's lying? Who's lying now?
Bro, that shit was funny, son.
God was there for me. But ATV was lit. Shout out to Highlander. He came in clutch.
ATV was
pop some bottles at Bloom Bar. That's my guy. I hope you got a new car. You know what I'm saying? When I come to Ghana in 2 years' time, we chop it up and we do it again, right? But overall,
yes, sir.
The Ghana trip had a lot of ups and downs, in my personal opinion, if I'm keeping it real.
I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to say this. Look, your return is dope.
Yeah.
Thank you to the whole world for celebrating Ghana. I love the revenue and the attention coming to our country. But as somebody that goes to Ghana a lot,
yes,
especially December, my personal experience was a bit oversaturated.
Yes.
I wasn't able to make the moves that I normally would be able to make.
Correct.
It was just like, bruh, like...
That was too many people?
Yeah, it was just a lot. And it just, honestly, it felt very commercialized, right?
Yeah.
When you go to Ghana, normally it's like a transformative experience. It's like, damn, I'm connecting with the soil. You know what I mean?
100%.
I love the motherland. I love home. I'm back home. This is amazing. This time was just like, oh, let's go 5 days in a row to a music fest. You understand what I'm saying? Which is cool and all, but it's just like that's not the experience.
A lot of the essence got lost, especially the week of Christmas going into New Year's.
A
lot of the essence got lost,
man.
And I will say that Ghanaians as a whole became uptight and a lot more ruder that week too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a lot of people who came to Ghana understand the friendliness and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The foreigners did. You know what I'm saying? But the people who come regularly, like bro, waiting 3 hours for food. Like sometimes we used to wait like an hour. That's cool. We can all eat that. But waiting 3 hours for food coming out cold. You know what I'm saying? Like even some of the young dudes, like dudes our age, like they were like visibly disrespectful to a lot of older people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, yo, this is not what I'm used to. Exactly. This is not what I'm accustomed to seeing. And taxis will try and cheat you. They know because somebody tried to fight me in front of the gate. A taxi driver tried to fight me in front of the gate. But
again, this is a perspective of us who goes all the time.
Yes.
Like let's say you're African American and you went to Ghana or whatever, you had a blast. And it will always be that way. Like, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying from my perspective of somebody that's like 2 boots on the ground normally when I get there. This time it was just difficult to move.
And to be honest, it was very difficult for women too. Like, women were getting like elbowed by security, elbowed by dudes. Getting elbowed by dudes just to get into clubs, bro. Yeah. Like, it was like a little bit more hectic and more violent. But the minute that that New Year's passed, it's like everything, the whole culture, the whole energy of Ghana shifted. It was easy. You know what I'm saying? I was taking Yao and Gio to in the cut spots. We were just chilling, eating wings and smoking hookah, watching soccer games. You know what I'm saying? Like we were doing small and good vibes. And the one thing that I will say that I enjoyed the most about our trip was that when me, Yao, Gio, and McDunk, when we had like man talk. Like we had real bro talk for like at least an hour. Yeah, it was before everybody started.
Was that New Year's night?
Or maybe it was New Year's. It was New Year's. It was the night that we got into the Northridge house. Yeah. It was also the night that we got into that other house, the last house.
Oh yeah,
with the pool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Airport.
Yeah. So the 3 times that we had man talk, it was like really legitimate, like
real,
man talk. Like it was like all bets off. Tell the truth, how you really feel, all of that. That was dope because it was just like we learned a lot of different perspective, and it's a conversation I think that we can have with Mitty here too. You know what I'm saying about how growing up, how you viewed yourself, how you reacted.
We got to get Gio and McDonker on to talk about that.
That was a real talk.
That was honestly one of the realest conversations that I had, and I don't want to spoil his punchline, but what our boy revealed, son, it was
probably a truth that you probably didn't.
Every
even think
single
about
person can relate to that. 110%. What he said. McDonker said it, and I'm gonna tell you, like, it's just I don't know what put us in such a reflective mode. It was just the fact that it was the end of the year, bro.
It was mainly Gio because Gio was very reflective, and and he was drinking and he was reflecting.
Gio emotions, man. Shout out to my man KB for
by the way, we can't discuss half of what happened. Because half of what happened was some wild stuff.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, why can't you discuss?
You know how it is, bro. We've been on road trips. Hey, you feel me? And you know, like we was just we in this high rise joint overlooking the city in Ghana, pool views, just dope spot, everything going on. And bro, it's just like, look how far we've come, man. Look how long we've known each other. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So just a reflective mode.
Those be the funniest convos.
And I'm telling you, and it's like, yo, you look around in Ghana, everyone moving 100 miles an hour, and we're like, yo, we've done this. We all have been gone December after December together. So we just like, yo, let's just pause for a moment, bro. Let's just enjoy like the little things, bro. So,
and if you think about it, right? Like, not saying that we don't talk to McDonker often, but even back in college, when we did speak to him, you know what I'm saying, everything was cool. But like anytime that we've been going to Ghana, it's almost like we all 3-4 of us have not missed a beat. Like,
at all.
We all
everything
can flow. We know where everybody at. We can communicate. Like our level of communication is almost like, you know what I'm saying, like that brotherhood has never been.
Family was not there.
You know what I'm saying? It was never deteriorated, never lost. And
I wasn't there.
Even the introductions that we were getting from other people, like, you know, Eddie would be bringing people around and they're showing us the same love, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all become family.
We all become good. You know what I'm saying? So the minute that we land, it's almost like, oh, I bet. My cousin here, boom, we about to come kick it for a little bit. All right, bet, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And it was all good energy, good vibes. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to McDonald.
I'm trying to see how can I say, like, I'm trying to say without spoiling the punchline. So basically, Gio and McDonker like went to high school or middle school together.
High school,
and he was basically saying, Eddie
used to like,
you changed so much, right? Like the Eddie I knew back then, you were always like on attack mode, right? How is it that you
like fighting?
Like fighting or
aggressive,
or just I don't want to spoil it, right? But like, off part, there's a dynamic.
There's a shift in behavior,
right? And he's like, yo, how is it that you found like now he's just like zen? I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Like his personality is just so zen, but nothing bothers him.
But he's always been like that.
That's
crazy. Exactly.
So he's tracking back
but there's still a trigger there though.
Exactly.
Eddie can always tap back into it.
Of course. I mean, but like most people.
But Gio was just essentially like, look, because Gio's hothead. He's like, yo, how did you find that zen? How did you get there? And he was just like, look, bruh, I realized one day I had to like look in the mirror and I realized something about myself that the reason I was on attack mode was something on my own interior. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That made me defensive. So when I came across, it was just, bruh.
And when he delivered it,
wow.
Bro,
we all just stuck.
It was stuck. And we talked about it for almost over 30 minutes, bro. It was wild. But it was something that it was like, yo, this was one of the revelations that we needed to end off this decade because
facts, bro.
Now that we can accept that we can have this type of conversation, we can find a way to, you know what I'm saying, tap into that. That thing that probably a lot of people know what it is, but they just don't know how to. But the way he said it, once he says it, like when he comes on here, you be like, oh shoot, I know that feeling 10 times over.
Everyone can relate. I'm gonna say, dog. After that, 2020, bro, you gotta work hard to get under my skin, son. Try your best, dog. You can't do it. You can't do it, cause you know what I'm saying. Life is simple, dog. I'm blessed, son. I got too much to be happy for, dog.
Yeah, man. But I would say that overall, Ghana was a great trip.
You have to work hard.
It had of course, everything has its up and downs, but you know, overall, it was worth.
It was dope, though. It was just crazy seeing so many non-Ghanaians just having a blast. You know.
Yeah, my man Brandon Jackson. I know he has sent like a long message.
I think we could put it on this episode, right?
Yeah, like he
the voice notes.
Like when I say that dude was like legit enjoying Ghana and not like Bloom Bar type, but literally taking in the culture. Cause I was living through that man's like Facebook posts, and like I think he was in a town where they kind of like made him like an honorary. You know, they put the kente on him. They met the chief. Like he went in on the voice note. I was like, yo.
Yeah, I got a voice note too from Gio sent me one from one of his. I believe it was his either homegirl or homeboy that went for the first time. So I'm definitely gonna put those at the end of the pod before we put on the music.
So like I think Ghana has done a lot to try and pick up the tourism.
Of course.
For those of us that have been going back a long time, especially like Jeff Precious, we didn't really expect Ghana to be able to handle a lot of the capacity.
Of course,
and some stuff was rough, but you noticed in some ways they upped it up because they knew it was coming. Like the Little Havana situation, some of the main spots that you go to, you can see Bloom Bar like double the size, right? Like there were certain things done to handle it. I love that. So I think overall they're moving in a great direction, but it was just
it was a lot. It was a lot of chaos.
I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, imagine if y'all had a World Cup or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
that'd be dope, man. That'd be dope. But seeing as though we tear down our own, like Deontay Wilder, who knows? Who would want to come and bring something to us when we just tear ourselves down? You feel me? So
we must do better.
That even reminds me of the Malcolm X documentary, bro.
I watched that. I think I told you I finished it.
Can we? We going to do a Malcolm X talk.
We probably need to do that.
Encourage people to check that.
Please
out.
watch it. Please watch it because when we talk about it, we're really gonna talk about it.
Oh, it's gonna be real.
I do want to go back to something that you said before.
My brother on for that one, bro.
Yeah, we probably will have to. Something that we was talking about earlier about, you being a private person, right? Now, I've heard, or not even I've heard, but the stigma with people who are private people, they say that they are sneaky. Do you agree?
I hear it because I've been accused of being sneaky. Okay. I don't believe it.
Let's say our own social media manager is one of the most private, unknown souls out there. Nadia, you are there, but sometimes y'all not there.
Which is why I've been having those conversations because like I think I'm private, but then when I meet other people,
levels, right?
It's levels to this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how some people learn to survive or navigate. For me, I think at an early age, it was just a way to kind of shield myself from certain things in society. Then it just became like habitual, where like, okay, I'm good here. Like, I understand why some people can assume that it's sneaky, especially in this social media age or technology age, where it's like, oh, you didn't put this. It's like, I don't owe you that. I can give you if I choose to give you that extra, but they be like, but you post this and that. I'm like, yeah, it's my choice. It's my platform. I choose what I want to let you in on. I choose the amount of level of access. You IT people know all about access.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't owe y'all that. It's like, why do I don't even owe you an explanation.
That's true.
That's just what people just are so entitled to know about your life and what's going on that if they don't, they now deem you sneaky. I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I'm not, for myself, I'm not shocked when someone says I'm sneaky because I can see how in this age, how it can look like that. But
I will say that me too. I believe I'm a private person too. Like even like this year alone, like I have to force myself to, like, people see that I'm posting more on my Instagram story now about things that I'm doing. But most of the time I just be posting quotes, but I don't even be posting pictures of myself. You know what I'm saying? I still don't, because I didn't, like I said, that positive. I didn't grow up in that era where you gotta post pictures of yourself. But a lot of people have been advising me that, okay, look, you're getting some notoriety within the wedding communities, and people are asking about you, but they just don't really know what you look like. So you gotta continue to make yourself active and
promote yourself.
Yeah, I gotta promote myself, and I always felt like promoting myself was a little bit narcissistic and narcissistic. And I was just like, that's not really me.
I know how to say it.
And
I've had it a lot.
I don't like it, but you know what I'm saying. I'm forcing myself to come to grips with it because I'm pretty sure it's leading me into a direction where we gotta. It has to be done.
I can see why you say that, because I'm the same way, in the sense where, like, promoting myself, I don't do that enough, and especially when you're in this arena that you're in as a DJ, whether it's you're promoting yourself or you have someone promoting you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's part of the job, and it's not narcissistic. I mean, it's just. That's how the more promoting you do, the more that people will know about you.
For sure. So, and I'm coming to grips with it. It's okay. I still don't really post pictures of myself, but there's some things that there's some projects coming up that I would have to be more visible. And I even think for Africanist is good too, where I make myself a little bit more visible and the pod more visible to the new traction that I'm getting in terms of not only DJing but. From people that I'm meeting that, who want to not only come to the pod, but, who also want to, participate and pretty much making use of what I have my social media for good, not for messiness and drama and all of that. But I don't typically equate a private person to a sneaky person. I only equate it to that based off of the patterns. So it's almost like, If it's like wishy-washy, then it's just like, all right, well, I get being private, but it's like you're hiding something on purpose, based off of the pattern and actions. You know what I'm saying? If you're telling me something, then I'm gonna go by what you're telling me. But if what you're telling me doesn't match up with how you move, then it's almost just like, all right, that's the question mark. So I guess it just depends on how the person moves.
Yeah, I think people that assume private people are sneaky or negative is out there for two foolish reasons. Number one, you are not a private person, so you have a problem with understanding my perspective. My answer to that is I don't care. I don't give a F, because I'm a private person too, to an extent. Or number two, you foolishly just like you think that everything about you can't paint people with that type of broad brush.
Yeah, 100%.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you just have a problem understanding the concept of there is a positive side to being private, right? Which tells me that you lack some sort of mental development. So I have not. I gotta chill, though. I'm going back to y'all hate me. I'm going back to hate me, y'all. Son. I'm mad because Deontay Wilder, man. I'm really pissed off at these people. So,
hey man,
I really had to shoot.
I called somebody a B on this episode. So
I'm telling you, people that, I love y'all, but I really had to approach people somewhat aggressively today, son, because it's like I'm just not for it. You know? But anyway. There's something wrong with you that you can't comprehend the positive angle of privacy. Yeah. So you are assuming everything about it is negative, and that's not the case at all.
I'm with you. So
it's the good and the bad.
I'm gonna post this question. We're gonna post this question on Instagram when we drop the pod on Wednesday.
Cool.
Y'all give us y'all review, and people comment, subscribe, and all of that. But make sure you comment on SoundCloud and let us know. Do you equate a private person to being a sneaky person? And if you do, say why. If you don't, say why too. Let us know what you think and how you feel. Right.
So if I'm putting my life on Front Street, I can't sneak also. The logic, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean,
you're very foolish.
Yeah. But fellas, anything else before we get up out of here today?
No, I think that's it for
me,
man.
Hey, man.
To this day.
To this day, Mr. Wilder, we proud of you, man.
Thank you, man.
Black King, we proud of you, brother. Mamba, we proud of you, baby. Mambasita, we proud of you, baby.
What's that, bro?
Vanessa Bryan, prayers, man. Prayers to the Bryan family.
She put a lawsuit down for
I seen that
for the helicopter for making
saying
the pilot was negligent.
Did they ever do like not an autopsy,
I think they
but
still
like mechanically
I think they still doing like investigations.
Yeah,
so
they usually say that investigation takes
a long time.
2 months or something.
Yeah, something like that. It takes some time.
Yeah, man.
But there's certain like coordinates calling in something.
Yeah, they do have some of the call in and
but they ain't put it all together.
They ain't put all the pieces together yet. From what I read.
But real talk, man. I know I just been on a different mindset since this entire thing happened. I just want to say, man, let's just spread love, baby.
That's all we can do. Well, that's what we should be doing. Not all we can do, but that's what we should be doing. It don't
cost us a penny.
I'm with you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, even 2020, there's people that I hadn't been on good terms with. But this year, I've even reached out to them. I've corrected some past, you know what I'm saying, things and stuff like that. You know, listen, man, it's a new decade, man.
That's a fact.
I want all the positive karma coming into me, man. I want it.
That's what we need.
Receive it.
That's all.
I accept it.
That's real, man.
But I'm still happy with myself.
I love
goddamn right.
I love y'all, man.
Goddamn right.
I was still happy myself.
You goddamn right.
Even if it all happens to you, sign up.
You need to.
I can't please you and displease myself.
Hey, Bukum Banku's acting now, bro.
I know, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Anyway.
And that guy's super bleached now, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways. All right, guys. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Africanistpod. Email us at africanistpodcast@gmail.com. We are out. We'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Holla.
Chee.
Anybody that's ready to dollar
is murder. Dollar.
I couldn't even remember the lyrics.
Ja Rule.